Good morning, Team 16. Today is Monday, April 20th, and I have something exciting to share with you. I think it's exciting. I hope you will too. But first, let's say this together. Today is my day. No excuses. I will do my best to grow my brain. And let's go over the schedule also. All right, so today's schedule is a reading lesson with Mrs. Taylor, a word study practice on Freckle, 15 minutes. For math, I made a number corner video to catch us up with all those days in April, and I included a link to another math game you can play at home with your family. You'll need a deck of cards for this game also. It's kind of like Go Fish. And for writing, Miss Klein has another lesson that she's going to start with you today. All right, here's what I'm excited about. And it's our special spots. In garden, you had picked your special spot where you would go and you would sit quietly and listen and look and feel observations. Well, I want you to pick a special spot at home, and I want it to be outside. It doesn't have to be in a garden. It doesn't even have to be next to a whole bunch of plants or animals, but I do want it to be at your house outside, and I want it to be a spot that you can go to every single time I ask you. And that means it needs to be pretty comfortable for you to sit quietly in. So, when you've picked that spot, keep it, and that's where you're going to start your nature observations. You're going to be listening, looking, and feeling for things that are happening around you. So, for example, I did that this morning before I made this video for you. And I have my spot outside, and I'm going to sit there every day. And actually, some of my kids are going to do that with me. My 5th grader really likes to do it a lot. And then I got out my journal, and I know we don't have our garden journals, but you do have your poetry notebook, and that will count as a journal. And I sat there for 5 minutes, and I didn't talk, and I just listened and looked. And these are some of the things that I observed. I wrote down the date, and I made a list of things I heard and things I saw. Now, I heard lots of birds, some bees, I heard kids playing outside, and I even heard my neighbor. She was practicing her piano next door, so I heard the piano. And then I definitely saw birds. I saw a lot of ants. We have so many at our house right now. And tons of plants. I couldn't even list all the names in my journal today. But I did focus on the bird because it's the same bird that keeps coming into our front yard and looking for food. And I know that it's a scrub jay, so I wrote down what the name of that bird was, and then I even tried to draw a little quick sketch of it. And I made sure that I labeled that this part of its tail feather and this part of its feather, they were really blue. That's something I noticed with my eyes. This didn't take me very long. It was just 5 minutes. And I wrote down just things I heard and saw. There were other things that I felt. I felt the wind, and I felt the sun kind of on the side of my neck right here. But I didn't write that down. So for you today, just pick your special spot. Figure out where it's going to be. You don't even need to write anything down yet. I just want to get that special spot set up. All right, my friends? Okay, Team 16, until next time, I can't wait to figure out where your special spots are. Bye-bye.